cutting-edge herps Vin Russo on the cover of Newsday? Stay tuned. I'm standing here with the beautiful Vin Russo, who happens to be on the cover of Newsday.
Oh yeah.
Let me see that. Just pull that newspaper out. You made it finally.
Did they make me look fat?
I think the snake makes you look fat.
Thanks.
Do you like the picture?
Yeah, I like it. It came out good.
You look very mysterious on that cover.
I tried to be, I tried to look glaringly into the camera,
Right.
Yeah.
You look like you're happy too in the picture.
Yeah, why not?
Sometimes you have that very stern look on your face.
The few people that know me, such as yourself, know that I'm a really cool guy.
No one else knows that though.
Right.
Now, let's talk. Every time we talk about something related to boas or ball pythons or what you are involved with pretty much everything. I didn't even know you're breeding blue-tongued skinks now?
Sure.
When did that start?
25 years ago.
You've been breeding them that long?
Yep.
You don't really talk about that much.
No, it's for me it was just a fun part of my hobby. It was a hobby.
Enjoy it.
Okay. But then obviously I breed snakes for a living and I would sell skinks once in a while, but I was just doing it for myself.
Who do you sell the skinks to?
Other collectors and hobbyists. Yeah.
Which do you think have the most promise here in the United States?
Northern blue tongues, Northern Australian blue tongues.
Which morphs do you like the best?
I'm personally working with one that's white, a white-looking northern blue tongue skin.
How white can you make these things get?
We'll see. I'm at the point now where they're like an off-white grayish. They have a bit of a pattern, so we'll see.
The good thing about skinks is you can kind of breed them a little faster than snakes.
Yeah,
especially boas.
Yeah, they'll breed young. They'll breed like a year or two if you really push it.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about leopard boas. I love leopard boas. I love the interview you did with Hans Winter from Germany, who kind of originated the leopard boa morph, and he kind of elucidated that kind of the leopard boa is really just more than one gene.
Exactly. One of the things that he was talking about is that he feels that there's 3 genes in play on the leopard boas, and
3 genes.
He calls the one stars and stripes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any here to show us?
Yeah, an example of stars and stripes would be something like this.
Like a very striped boa with.
Yeah.
Where are the stars?
Lineated. The stars are these little speckles and stuff on the sides.
And, it's weird because that's a really nice looking snake with nothing else in it, essentially. I mean, in and of itself.
This also is a hyposonoran stars and stripes, so it's got something else in it.
It's diluted with the hypo gene.
It's lighter, but you could see the striping in it, and something like this has it also.
That's more stars than that one.
Right, exactly. So
that would be one version,
that would
one
be
gene.
one thing, exactly. And then he's got what he calls IMG, which is snakes that are darker. You can see how much darker that snake is.
Will that get darker as it gets older?
It'll be almost black as an adult, yeah. And also they have really black eyes, too. They have dark black eyes.
Now, the weird thing is that he got all these genes in 2 snakes he bought, right?
From an original pair of normal Sonora boas, exactly.
And all these genes popped out, so they were all were they all recessive?
In a way, they are. They are recessive. But as far as them being attached to the leopard part, we don't know because I haven't made any normal stars and stripes. They're all leopard.
They're all leopards.
Yeah, so they're attached to me. In my opinion, they're attached to the leopard gene, and they're just expressing themselves in 3 different ways.
So you don't think it's like with the piebald? People thought the leopard piebald was attached to the piebald gene, but then we found out it was a separate gene.
They can separate that out, exactly. Right. I don't know if you're going to separate out stars and stripes or the IMG part of it. And again, we don't want to confuse this IMG with the Colombian P-Call version of IMG, exactly. It's a different trait. So, and it works similarly in that they start out as a darker, younger snake, and as they get older, they get darker and darker and darker and blacker as they age. So
obviously you've bred the leopard into albino for leopard albinos before. What's the next stage of leopard breeding? Where would you like to put that leopard gene into what other morphs do you think might look cool?
Well, obviously the albino looks cool, but if we take a look at what we're doing here with the salmon bloodline, we've got
another line of hypo.
Right, another line of hypo. Now, obviously, a sunglow leopard is really, really red. Those have been made.
We saw that in Tom Burke's.
I don't even know what this is. I've been calling it a paradox, but I don't think it's a paradox.
You think something is just going on there that might not be identified yet?
Exactly. So is it IMG? You know, I don't know. Is it paradox? I don't know. But this is an albino. It might look really cool. So
yeah, really cool. Yeah, because you would take all that black out of there.
Right, exactly.
I mean, and you know, these hypo-sonorans really look, these hypo-leopards really look very bloodish.
Well, this has got the hypo-salmon line in it, so you're right. Now, was there always an underlying red in normal leopards, and now this is just improving on it? We don't know, but I think that's what's happening. Right. Because look at all that underlying color that pops out. This is just a salmon leopard.
Have you ever produced a super salmon leopard yet?
Yes, I have.
And how red are those?
They're a little diluted.
Oh, they're diluted?
Yeah, they're a little diluted. Yeah, they're a little lighter because there's less black in them, and the black kind of makes the red redder. Interesting.
That's interesting. You would think that. And you also, right. I know you made an aneurystic version of this, right?
Yeah, there is an aneurystic version.
What do you call that? A pewter?
No. I don't think anybody's named a specific name yet. No.
So it seems like there's a lot of potential for the leopard gene and a lot of stuff you can do with it. It's just like, where do you go now? Because I mean, obviously, everyone wants to put albino into it. That's been done. It's cool, and they still sell pretty well. I have one. I love
definitely.
them. But where's the next step? I guess. We're always looking for the next best thing then.
Yeah, well, obviously T-positive albino would be nice. I know people are working on a motley version of it, which they're calling...
using the Central American motley?
Well, yeah, they've got a name for it. Why? I don't remember what it was. In Europe, they call it the Sumatin.
What are you doing with it? You don't like to reveal sometimes your projects, but do you have anything going?
All top secret, man.
All top secret. What do you got? You got anything that you might really wow the world with this year on the in the incubators?
I'm working on sunglow versions of these funky looking things here. We'll see what that looks like. Also, I'm a true believer in these hyposonoran leopards. I think they're really underrated now because the hypo part of it, on a normal hyposonoran, they don't look like much until like they're a year or two old. So trying to tell people that this snake is going to be outstanding in a year is hard because they don't get it. They just see this right now.
It's pretty outstanding right now, I got to tell you. What happens as they get older? They get more red?
Get more orange. Yeah, they get a lot more orange on them. So, and I'm thinking, you know, I've mixed this into salmon and made some really outstanding stuff too, which I don't have any of those here. But amazingly enough, the salmon hypo and the hyposonoran are allelic. There is a super version.
Oh,
when
really?
You breed them to each other. Yeah. So I've done that also.
And what did that look like?
That looks really, really intense and really orange. There's pictures of it on my website and on my Facebook.
And if you want to check out Vin's stuff or see what he's got for sale, you can go to his Facebook, Cutting Edge Herps. Vin, always a pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Great seeing you again, man.